it, nitrogen is an essential component of DNA, RNA, and proteins, the building blocks of life. All organisms require nitrogen to live and grow. And lastly, 78% of the Earth's atmosphere is made of nitrogen.
The nitrogen cycle is a biochemical cycle that converts nitrogen into several multiple chemical forms. Nitrogen is essential to life on Earth and is critical for the survival of all living organisms. The cycle describes how nitrogen moves between plants, animals, bacteria, the atmosphere, and soil. Nitrogen has to undergo many different transformations in the ecosystem because it exists in many different forms. The major transformations are nitrogen fixation, nitrification, denitrification, assimilation, and ammonification.
Our first stage is nitrogen fixation. It's the process by which atmospheric nitrogen is converted by either a natural or an industrial mean to form a form of nitrogen such as ammonia. And on the bottom, you'll see the formula. It's essential for all forms of life because nitrogen is required to biosynthesize basic building blocks of plants, animals, and all other life forms.
In stage 2 of the nitrogen cycle, nitrification takes place in the soil. This step is extremely important because it allows plants to use nitrates in order to stay alive, which aids those animals that consume these plants. NH3NH4+ is converted to NHO3-. This conversion is the soil bacteria converting NH3 to NO2- and then into NO3-. The bacteria converts ammonia into nitrates, which plants can then use in their own tissues.
Stage 3 is nitrogen assimilation, the formation of organic nitrogen compounds like amino acids from inorganic nitrogen compounds present in the environment. It's important because organisms like plants, fungi, and certain bacteria that can't fix nitrogen gas depend on this ability to assimilate nitrate or ammonia for all their needs.
Stage 4 of the nitrogen cycle is ammonification. Ammonification is an important step because it provides living organisms with the nitrogen they need. Ammonification takes place by decomposers, which break down animal and plant cells into simpler substances in order to make them viable in the ecosystem. It converts organic nitrogen into inorganic ammonia, and then this ammonia is then excreted into the environment for nitrification or assimilation. Bacteria and fungi feed on these compounds, releasing ammonia and forms of ammonium compounds.
The last and final stage is denitrification. This process converts nitrate to nitrogen gas, thus removing bioavailable nitrogen and returning it to the atmosphere. Dinitrogen gas, N2, is the ultimate end product of denitrification, and to the right you'll see a simple visual to help explain. So why is the nitrogen cycle so important? Nitrogen is the most abundant element in our atmosphere. It's crucial to life. Nitrogen is found in soils and plants, in the water we drink, and in the air we breathe. It is also essential to life. A key building block of DNA, which determines our genetics, is essential to plant growth, and therefore necessary for the food we grow. But as with everything, balance is key. Too little nitrogen and plants cannot thrive, leading to low crop yields. But too much nitrogen can be toxic to plants and can also harm our environment.
Okay, so here we have a diagram that helps better understand the nitrogen cycle since you can see it visually now. You can see how dead animals and plants decompose and how ammonification takes place because of this. The ammonia then paves the way for nitrification and then denitrification. If you follow the arrow from the atmospheric nitrogen in the top right-hand corner and down to the left, you can see nitrogen fixation taking place.
In the end, we want to say thank you for watching our video, and we hope that this helped you better understand the nitrogen cycle.